Okay. So I am like super pumped about this group, guys. This is my third year doing it, and it never gets old. I love this time of year. It's my absolute favorite time of the year, and it just gets me super excited and ready for Christmas and being able to take that mind shift off the hustle and bustle of everything, feeling overwhelmed and stressed with Christmas and presents and fulfilling everything we need to get done. That so many times, especially as ladies, we tend to forget about ourselves because we're so involved in everyone else's lives and our kids' lives and everything else that so many times we take the back seat. And this being in this group the last couple of years has really made me put my priorities in line and be able to focus on me and everyone else, because I have found that as I focus on me first and put me first, which is a hard lesson I had to learn, that as I put me first, that everyone else's needs were met because I took care of my between my physical health, my emotional health, my spiritual health, my mental health. When that's in line, I became a much better mom, a wife, a friend, a sister, because I was well balanced. And I know it's super hard as a lady, especially as a woman, to be able to say, I'm going to put myself first for a few minutes. But I have found that has been the best thing for me. I'm a much better wife and a mom, and I can accomplish way more because I feel good from the inside out. And so that's really what this group is for. And people ask me all the time, are you really, is this really going to be a big thing? You have to be balanced. Health, so many times people look at health and they see a number on the scale, and that's totally not what health is. And I don't want anyone to ever think that that's what we do as a coach is we look at the number on the scale, because yes, we want that number to go down. If that is your goal, Simple's goal is that number is to go up. Everyone has their different goals, but you've got to be emotionally and mentally and spiritually, everything in line. Because when you're unbalanced with anything, if you're focused too much on your health and your physical fitness or your physical aspect, you get issues. You get too much of one thing and you start having other issues come into effect. So that's what I really truly love about this group is we really get to focus, not that we're not focusing on the physical transformation because that's part of it, but we really get to focus on the emotional and the mental and the spiritual health as well. So with that said, I know everyone has concerns how much, I don't want to say Jesus talk, but how much of it, there's people of all religions in here. And so realize that everything we do will come from a Bible. And so there's not any certain religion that is going to be forced upon you or anything along those lines. It really is just about Christ and bettering you as a person and, allowing yourself to become closer to Christ over the holidays. And hopefully continue through the rest of the year. Because, again, we get sidetracked and busy and everything else. And I'm just trying to find my paper. Hopefully my son didn't run off with it with my notes on it. So here it is. So I just wanted to kind of go over how the group's going to work to answer any questions you guys have about the group itself. Everyone is using different programs. But I think every single person in this group is using portion control containers because those have come with pretty much every fitness program available now. And so realize that you might see someone saying, oh, I did Core to Force, or I did 21-day fix, or I did size. Everyone might be doing different programs, and that's perfectly fine. There's no, there's no one right program. The best program is the one that is the best fit for you. But everyone, I think literally everyone's doing the portion control containers. I'm going to show you how the resources for those, how to meal plan, all that kind of stuff here. So the first thing you need to know is there's going to be multiple coaches in this group. So I am one of the coaches. I'm Ashley, by the way. I didn't even tell you guys that. But there are several coaches. I know Alma's on the call tonight, so you'll see her posting in the group as a coach. Breezy is not on right now. She has family in town they blessed their little baby today. So she is, partying it up tonight. But she'll be on. I know Katie will be another one who will be coaching, and so you'll see her post. And so there'll be different coaches throughout the group. I know that Crystal's another one, and I'm totally drawing blanks right now. But what it comes down to is the coaches are going to post every day. So it might come from me, it might come from Alma, it might come from Katie, and it's going to come from all different people. But the way you know it's going to be the daily post is, one, it's going to be the pinned post. So if you're on your computer, it's automatically going to be the very top post that you see when you log into Facebook. If you're not on a computer and you're on your phone, you are going to just click on view pinned post. So when you get into the group, you'll see a little view pinned post. So sometimes people are like, I didn't see the post today. And it's because you have to click, like, I don't know if you can see this, but like right up top right there, it says view pinned post. So if I click that, the pinned post, which I haven't pinned the last 2 preseasons, but starting tomorrow, a coach will always make sure that's pinned. And so that's how you're going to know that is the daily post. I'm going to try to remember in the files tab to put like a preseason day 1 with the link. So if you do get behind a day, you know, you can just click that link, so you don't have to scroll the wall to try and find the post after the day has ended. You can literally just click on that link. I'm going to try because of the hustle and craziness. I may forget, but I'll try and get caught up, and I'll have the other coaches, if they remember to just, you know, make sure we add to that file as we post the daily post. So realize that that is going to be there. We are using Facebook, and we're using the Beachbody Challenge app. And people are like, why use both? You know, they got confused. The Challenge app is mainly to track your workout and your Shakeology, to help keep you accountable on the physical part of the challenge. So making sure that you're working out. That logging is huge. You know, it's easy to skip a workout. And when you say, okay, I have to have that little check mark on my login, or I have, you know, it makes you say, okay, everyone else is checked in, and it's fun to see other people's check-ins, you know. And I'm going to tell you right now, the best thing you're going to do, instead of just doing, I did 21 Day Fix, take a sweaty selfie. Take a picture of you working out. Do something, because it is so motivational when you start scrolling that wall and seeing everyone else's fitness posts. Okay, if this mom can do it with her 5 kids running around her on her back, I can squeeze this in. And it becomes very motivational to see that other people, you know, are in the same boat. Like, no one, guys, I've been a coach for almost 3 years. I still have 90% of my days, I don't get up shouting for joy that I get a workout. I have to overcome those self-doubts, just like you guys, every single day. I'm not someone that is super excited. I don't wake up at 4 a.m. pumped to work out. The first thing says, oh, it's a 40-minute workout today. Like, I don't want to do this. That's me, and that's the honest, real truth. But when I started seeing everyone else overcoming their battles and their excuses, I'm like, okay, she can do it, and she works full time. I'm at home. Why can't I get it done? And it helps me. And so that is the place. The Challenge app will be a place for you to log your daily workout and Shakeology. And then the Facebook group is more for the challenge itself, the emotional challenge. And so what we did, I'm going to share my screen, and those of you guys who know me know I'm a screen opener, so I gotta, like, I'm sorry, you're going to hear dings and everything probably go off here in a minute with everything going on. But I will share my screen for you, so I'm going to get into the group real fast. And I got chat windows open. See, I'm a multitasker. So let me close these. So here is the group. And if you haven't created an album, create an album. If you don't know how to do that, it's super easy. You can literally do it from your computer or your phone. Underneath one of the how group works, under one of these, this one. Someone asked how do you do it from your phone? The directions are right there. So if you don't know how to do it, just click on, and I explain how to do it straight from your phone. It's super easy. But what we're going to do is every single day, there's going to be an invite and a journey. And so the invite might be something to do an active service. It might be to smile at every person you see at the grocery store today. It might be something, nothing's going to cost money for you to do in this group or anything like that. But it might be to read a scripture. It might be to do something. And then the journey part is self-reflection questions. And this is a place, and this is a safe environment. This is going to be, I'm going to make it tonight. I'll make sure it is a secret group, so only the people inside the group. But this is a place where you can honestly answer those questions. And this is a total non-judgmental zone where if you say that I haven't read a scripture in 20 years, That's okay. We don't care because that's your journey and that's your story. So when you're answering these questions, I scroll down to a preseason post. This is going to be an example. So this is the invitation was, I invite you to think of at least one thing you could give to your Savior this year. That is your invitation. And then your journey is write down your gift to Christ and commit to become better. So in your actual album, when you check in at the end of the day or during the day or whenever you're going to check in, you're going to go into your photos. It's super easy to do on your phone too. You're going to click photos and then albums. But you'll go into the albums, you'll scroll down into your particular album. So I was one of the first people, so I'm gonna be on the very last page. So what I would do is I'm going to click on my photo album, and what I will do, if my internet catches up, and I will start with day one. So tomorrow when I check in with the journey part, I would just click I would write, sorry, I have so many windows open right now, it's probably dragging it down. But I would write day one, and then I could answer the questions. And I could just literally go and say, let's say the question one is, my gift to Jesus this year is whatever my gift to Jesus is. So this is going to be your place where you can be honest, real, outside of Facebook world where no one's going to judge you, and realize we all have different goals and it's okay. And what I would highly suggest in this process too is to buy a special journal for you. It doesn't matter if it's a 98-cent, little spiral notebook or, loose leaf that you put into a 3-ring notebook, but something to trace your journey. And I've been doing this the last couple of years, and honestly, this is going to be my Christmas presents to my kid. I want a different one for each year. This is something I want to do when they are 18 or leaving on a mission or going to college or whatever they're doing, that I could give to them as my gift to them and be able to say, this is what I've done throughout my life. Here you are starting your own life, here it is. And it's been cool to have those moments. And so this is the place where, the challenge app is where you're going to track your physical stuff. And we will post the daily challenge in the tracker app because some people are anti-Facebook, and I know they're not on Facebook, so it will be posted there. But your check-in, we really want under your photo album, so it's all in one place. And the reason why we want that is if you were to go back and let's say you aren't a journal person that likes to write, you can write your thoughts in here, be totally unjudgmental. You can copy and paste it into a document, and you now have something concrete that you can save and create a binder or create a book for your kids, like on Shutterfly or something, where you have a daily progression or whatever you want to use it for. And so that's why we really want to use the album. So it's all in one place. It's not lost everywhere under some post. It's yours, and it's not going to show the post. Your picture might both go up to the wall, but really, unless you actually go in and look at people's pictures, which is perfectly fine because they honestly become inspiring at that point. But you can go in and see the pictures of people and see other people's progress, and it's just really cool to come together with that. So does that make sense so far? Any questions on that? Okay. If you do, just feel free to unmute yourself. I'm just making sure. Okay, and then just so you guys have the information, and everything is at your fingertips. In the Files tab is where we'll add, I will make a doc. In fact, I'll do it as soon as I get done with my other call I have tonight, where I'll have the daily posts. I'll create that. But in this doc, or in the Files tab, there is a document and with different resources. There's meal plans, there is Shakeology recipes, there's a blank meal plan. So when you're trying to meal plan, this is an excellent resource for you. There's a grocery list and everything connected to this. And so I'll just click this one real fast, but where you can literally meal plan your meals out. There's portion control. It gives you everything in here. So you could put, breakfast. people ask if you have to follow the times. No, some people are getting up at 4 for work, you know, but this is kind of a guideline so you kind of know exactly what you should be eating throughout the day. And then if you were to scroll down, there's recipes. So if you are someone who likes to type your recipes up, you can put your recipes in there, and you'll see that mine have like the concrete recipes. And then there's a grocery list. So if you're going grocery shopping, here's the vegetables that you need, the fruits that you need for the week, the carbs that you might need to buy, whatever it is. So that's all attached. That's available to you in the Files tab. And then there's also meal plans that people on our team have put together. Now, they're going to say Core de Force, but that's because we're in a Core de Force group right now. But they follow along with the 21-day fix. They follow along with size. Those are all pretty much identical meal plans. So you can pull these up. You can see, like, I'll pull up mine. You can go through and you can see I actually have recipes posted in mine. So you have, if you're like, okay, I don't even know what to do starting tomorrow or next week or whatever. I literally have this is all planned out. It has like 1 P for 1 purple, 1 Y for yellow, and everything in here. And then below I have the recipes. And the way I meal plan, just so you know, this is just a little thing for you. If I'm having barbecue chicken at nighttime for our dinner, that barbecue chicken is going to be a salad probably for my lunch, or in a tostada, or in a wrap or something. So instead of like trying to overwhelm yourself, whatever like big meat you make for dinner that night, put it in your salad for the next day, or put it in a wrap or a sandwich. So you're not having to like overwhelm yourself with all these meals. And so you'll see that that's really what I have done, you know, and when I meal plan, you'll see that my dinner and my lunch the following day are usually the same thing, but a little bit different. So I'm not eating the exact same thing. Sometimes I like literally eat the leftovers. But, you know, if I'm having barbecue chicken, I might make a barbecue chicken pizza on a flour tortilla or something like that. And so, but the recipes are all listed there, that are listed. So you literally have everything at your fingertips for you to be successful. And that's really what we want. There's also 10 weeks of ones that I've created. So they're a little bit different than like format, but there's 10 weeks of meal prep that I did this with the 21-day fix. So this is literally 10 weeks with recipes and everything. There's a 55 snacks under 150 calories for those of you guys who want some snack ideas. And then there's a ton of Shakeology recipes for vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and cafe latte, or however you say it. So that is there for you as well to use. And that's really like sums it up. And I just want to kind of tell you 2 more things. And one is the next 21 days are going to come and go, right? Like, unless you die tomorrow, the next 21 days are going to come. We're going to have the same 24 hours. All of us here in this group, we're going to have the same 24 hours in the day. And it's up to you what you do with those hours. It's going to be up to you if you get up every day and work out. It's going to be up to you if you create your meal plan. It's going to be up to you if you want to make the change. It's in your hands. The more that you actively participate, I guarantee you the bigger results you're going to see with your emotional, your physical, your spiritual, your mental, your overall health. I guarantee it. And so the more that you are involved in this group, the more you check in with your on the challenge app with your workout and your Shakeology, you're going to be held accountable. The more that you'd work, you know, you really put forth the effort and take the 30 minutes a day at the end of the day or the beginning of the day to wake up and just say, you know, I really need this for me. It's going to make you a better person. And from the inside out. I'm not talking from the outside in, but literally the inside out. So realize that, you know, everything's in your hands. And how cool is it going to be to say that you maintained or you lost or whatever your goal is in December when everyone else is gaining those last pounds before they have to kick it into high gear come January 1st, right? When health and fitness is on everyone's mind. And how much easier is it going to be to have those friends join you and say, hey, like, what are you doing? You know, like, you seem so happy and on the right track. Like, tell me more about what you're doing. And it's an amazing effect that you have. And so, and I do want to say that as you prepare right now, come January, Beachbody is also doing a health bet. They are putting $2 million, a minimum of $2 million in a pot. And anyone who tracks their workout on Shakeology every day and are in a challenge group is going to split that $2 million pot up to $3 million. I know it's bigger than that because each person who purchases a challenge pack, they're adding $5 the month of December. And so I know, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I know right now it's $2,025 to split. And so, because that's just me. I've had 5 people get challenge packs this month. And so right now I know it's over $2 million. And so if you prepare right now, come January 1st, you're going to be able to split that pot as you just continue your workout and you continue your progress in a group. Because we're not going to leave you after 21 days. If you're continually working out and drinking your Shakeology, we're going to get you in this health bet and you are going to split that pot. It's a guaranteed money. You don't have to put $1 in. All you have to do is log your Shakeology and your workout each day and you're automatically going to split that pot of money that Beachbody's putting in. So, any questions on your end for any of us coaches on the call or anything? Need some Jeopardy music going. Okay. I am super excited, guys. If you have any questions, I'm here. There's several coaches. Do not feel dumb about asking a question. Guys, I was in a challenge group just like this 3 years ago, and it changed my life. My entire life changed. I went from a very unhealthy, unhappy, depressed, anxiety up the wall issue to a person who can control those through working out and being able to deal with it in a different outlet, and having the emotional support of you guys and being in a group that says you can do it when you don't want to work out. This is what's going to make the difference of anything you've ever done before or that you might have done and maybe not succeeded at because you didn't have the support behind you and that motivation, those people to say, hey, you can do it. I did it. You know, it was so hard for me, but I did it, and so can you. And so we are super excited. I cannot wait to get to know you guys more in the group because I know some of you guys have other coaches and we're just one family. Like, really, it doesn't matter who your coach is. We're all here to help you reach your goals, whether, you know, whatever they are, you know, whether you're gaining, losing, whatever it is. So anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys' posts. Let us know if you have any questions at all. And this is your last chance.
So Ashley, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I tuned in late. Where do I go to get these recipes and things that I'm seeing on my screen?
In the files tab in the group. So just click on the files. If you're on your computer, you'll see it. Sometimes if you're not on your computer, so this is the files tab right here. It's just this doc that you need to click on. If you're not on your computer, you'll probably want to get on your computer just to print out like the meal plan part, like the blank one when you're trying to meal plan yourself. I put that in a sheet protector, and I just use dry erase marker so I don't have to keep printing it out. I can just put it on my fridge and just edit it with a dry erase marker. But if you're not on your phone, I have an iPhone. I know it's slightly different for those who don't, but there's a little info button right there. If you click info, there's all, I lied. I thought it was info. Yeah, it is info. At the very bottom, you'll see files. And if you click in the files tab, you'll see it right there. And it'll be able to open up right there as well. So that is there for you. Does that help?
Yep, thank you.
You're so welcome. Anything else?
I have a question, Ashley.
Yeah.
So I haven't received my packet just yet. So do I just wait? As soon as I get it, do I just start it?
Yeah, so the day you get it, you can start logging your workouts. Now, you have 30 days of Beachbody on demand, so for free. So if you can go in and you can start using Beachbody on demand, just go to teambeachbody.com, click on Beachbody on demand, and you can start working out tomorrow. So you would just be a little behind on your Shakeology. But you can start working out tomorrow because you have that free 30-day trial, and if you cancel within 30 days, you'll never be charged for it. And there's tons of workouts there. There's your program that you purchased, and there's several others, too, that you haven't purchased that are available to you.
Oh, so I can do it now. Oh,
yes. Okay. Yep. Thank you. I should have mentioned that. But, yes. And then you can start with the daily challenge, too, obviously, because that's you don't need that's like the emotional side of it. So you can start seeing with day 1 tomorrow. You can start the daily challenge. You just won't be able to log your Shakeology is the only thing you won't be able to until you get it. So, but no big deal. Okay. Anything else?
Okay. Thanks.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Woohoo!
Hey, who was that? I heard woohoo.
Oh, that was me, Nanette.
Oh, perfect. Do you have a question or anything?
Nope, just cheering us on. Yay!
Yes. All right, guys. Have a spectacular night. If you have any questions, just put them on the page and just look for that pinned post first thing in the morning. If you got on late, it was recorded. So as soon as it converts over and I get it posted to like the YouTube channel, I will post the link too so you can catch the first half if you missed it.
Bye.
So, okay. Have a wonderful night, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.